Okay, class, we're going to start chapter 8. And chapter 8 is going to be all about graphing linear functions, they're called. Linear equations. You're going to have there's going to be quite a bit of vocabulary that you won't be as familiar with in this chapter. All right, starting with these two words, relations. So highlight that in your notes. Relations are refer to a set of data. Whoops. Oh well. A data set. Or a group of numbers. Numbers that go together. Okay? A set of data. If you look at a table is considered a relation, meaning numbers that relate to each other. Miles driven and how many gallons used. Those two numbers would fit together because of the situation. Okay? So anytime you have a relation or a set of numbers, they can be either a function, it's called, or not a function. Okay, we could describe those as either a function or not a function. Okay? Now, a function means that every time the x-coordinate changes, the y-coordinate changes. Okay? A function is a situation where, like it says in your book, every x-coordinate has only one y-coordinate. Every x has one y value, and only one. Okay? If every x has only one y value, that means that you're going to have a function, that the graph is going to be a function. Okay? Now, if you look at it in terms of x and y, just the numbers themselves, okay? And we had a set of data that had the numbers 0, 1, and 2. And then the number 0, we had, guys, please pay attention here, okay? Dylan, sit up. Take notes. You should be writing all of this down. You have all of this down?
No.
Okay, then keep going. All right. So, this would represent point 0, 1 as an ordered pair. Okay? Joey? Okay. Now, if we saw that the number 1 had two values, let's say it had the number 2 and the number 3. What ordered pairs, what points would that represent? 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 3. See? For the x-coordinate 1, it goes with 2 and with 3. Right?
Yes.
Then, what would this point represent? 2 goes with 4. What, if we saw those numbers on a chart, what does that mean? What? 2, 4, yeah. 2, 4. Okay? So this gives us some points for a graph. And if we were to list the domain of these points, we would list them like this, in a set of brackets. Remember, the domain is the x values. All of the x values. Okay? And if we were to list them, if it said list the domain, we would list the x values. 0, 1, 2. just like that, in these brackets. Okay? And if it said list the range, then we would list the y values. So in brackets, what numbers would we list?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all of the y values, right? Now, if we were to look at this, we would see that the x value has more than one y value. So on a graph, if we were to make a sketch of this, and we graph the points 1, 2, over 1 up 2, over 1 up 3, what do you notice about those 2 points? They're lined up vertically. And that's called the vertical line test. Yep. The vertical line test is to show or to check to see if 2 points are on top of each other. Meaning that they have the same x value for different y values. Okay? If that's the case, then this set of data, or this relation it's called, is not a function. So because of this situation, because we have 2 points that are on top of each other, this set is not a function. So you can check to see if a relation is a function. You can check to see if we have this situation where an x value has 2 y values, then it's not a function. If there's only one, then it is a function. Okay? Or you could do a vertical line test to check to see if it's a function. Alright? If all of the dots, if none of the dots line up on top of each other, then it is a function. Okay? Any questions on this lesson? That's what this is all about. This lesson is all about, can you identify what the domain is? What is the domain, class? The x values in a data set. What's the range? The y values in a data set. What does it mean if the set is a function?
Every x has one y value.
Good. Every x has one y value. Okay? That's it for lesson 8.1.